acoustic theme for Dead Man. It's typical Neil. It's such a simple progression. And it comes alive with the feeling, the emotion, the soul that he pulls out of it. And he does a couple interesting little tricks here. I think this movie came out in 1996 or something like that, which actually corresponds about in the last 15 years to a new way of Neil has of playing. A lot of the times, he's been playing with just his hand, no pick or anything on the strings. It gives it a real light gliding motion instead of a pick's harsh attack. And it really connects you to your guitar, to the wood of your guitar, makes you part of the instrument. Anyway, Neil's using this kind of strum on this song, just his hand, using his thumb and some of his fingers to pull up. But it's not finger picking or anything like that. Definitely not. It's just this loose brush that Neil gives to his picking. Notice how I'm letting my thumb kind of hit the accents, the downbeats, and my fingers are kind of pulling up on the upbeats. But there's no real picking involved, just brush. This theme basically revolves around the key of B minor. So you're going to have to play a barred B minor chord. The next chord it's going to go to is a typical E chord, followed by just your typical homegrown D chord, followed by an F sharp chord. Now the F sharp he's going to be playing not as a bar, but as one of these where you grip it and you use your index finger to travel across the bottom two strings. The reason he does it that way is going to become apparent here in a second. Instead of that common chord progression, he puts in a very interesting little turnaround, a little walk down. Not turnaround, a walk down. He's going to do these type of chords, almost like a Stairway to Heaven thing, but just playing on the bottom three strings, and you can bounce off the fourth string. You can brush against the fourth string, it's all right. But on the bottom three strings down here, he's going to go from a B minor position, which is your number 1 finger on the 2nd fret of the 1st string, your number 2 finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and your number 4 finger of the your number 3 finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. And you're going to walk this down. And it's going to look like this. Your number 1 and your number 2 finger, those positions are always going to be used in each chord. It's this 3rd string that you're going to walk down from the 4th fret to the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret to the 1st fret and eventually open. So you're going to be walking down like that on the 3rd string. Let's start with a B minor chord, just those 3. And as you walk this note down, you kind of have to switch fingers with your 2nd finger. So your next chord is that one. And as you walk the 3rd string down 1 more, you end up in a typical D position. And as you walk it down 1 more, you're going to keep the D position but move your 1st finger down 1 fret. And finally, you're going to hit this odd G chord where you lift up this finger and you lift up your 2nd finger and you're left like that. But I always put down the root of the G there just because that's the actual chord. So it's going to look like walk down 1 more, typical D. Take your 1st finger down 1 fret. Then make a G, leaving your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret and bringing these fingers up. It's going to go to an A, and those are the chords. B minor, D, D, F sharp, and then that walk down. Okay? It's all in the feel though. Now in this particular song, Neil kind of revolves the groove around this open E string. You're going to be going to an open E string, which is the 1st string down here quite a lot. Here's the opening. The opening is just emphasizing the root note and the 5th below the root note. Neil's got an interesting way of playing where he'll strike it with the finger up and slam it down, like it gives it an emphasis there. See that emphasis? A picking pattern is kind of like down, down, up, down, down, up, up. We get into the melody of the song. He's going to start off with a normal strumming, like we're just doing. Then he's going to emphasize, see what I'm doing? The second fret, open, and then the second string. I'm going to emphasize that at the end. It's going to go like this. And then when I hit the low note, emphasize the low note of the E chord. So it sounds like this. Got that? And then he does a cool lick where he's going to pick the open E and hammer on the second fret and drop it down to the second string. So it looks like this. Emphasize that by pulling it with my finger. So the whole thing looks like this. Finishes the strumming pattern, goes right into the D chord. And then he's gonna second fret, first string open, third fret, second string. So it looks like this. Straight. Into that F sharp chord. And then right into an F sharp, but you lift off the first string. Leave that first string open. So it looks like this. Okay, got that? Let's go for that whole part again. When I'm playing chords like the D chord, I strum it, then lay my chord down, just like with the B. It's a very Neil thing. Now we're going to go to that walk down. And you only want to play these bottom three strings. It's okay to hit that D once in a while too. In those three chords, I'm always strumming into the chord.